What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Best Card Breaks. This is Nick, and we are live with our next case of Bowman Draft. Finally getting this one filled. How are we doing today, everyone? Let me know who's hanging out. Say hello in the chat if you're joining us. Unfortunately, Bowman Draft has kind of hit a wall for us, and this one took quite a few days to fill. I do apologize. Not what we go for here. But again, all I can do is throw up the break, drop some discounts, and gotta have the people to take them. So we're ready to rock, friends. And we're not gonna be done with Bowman, all right? We got some Sapphire on the way. We're gonna be doing some Sapphire rips, maybe some mixers with Sapphire as well. So stay tuned. Hoping it arrives tomorrow, but we'll see. Oh man, these are all sorts of different directions. 4,350, is it? 4,350 Superfractor Bounty, all right? So it's pretty up there. If we don't hit it here, our player break will go up to, what is that, 4,600? 4,600 bucks on the player break, friends. Speaking of, there's some insane discounts. Everyone's at least 10 bucks off. Some of the top names are 200 to 300 bucks off. So if you haven't looked at the player break in a while, all right, we are not closing that down. If it takes another week, it'll take another week, all right? That one's going to stay open. We got draft. We got to move it. So check it out, friends. Grab your players. There's over $2,000 of discounts on right now, just on what's remaining. All right, so snag some players. We're about a little over half full, I do believe. So about 70 left. Nice to hear me rip it, I know. It's kind of rare these days. All right, kind of rare these days, but a lot of times too. So I rip every Monday, every Sunday and every Monday for sure. But a lot of times I do like to I might just take the Sunday off, right? I just need a day to chill because I'm working every day, right? Even on the weekends, you know, answer a lot of questions, answer emails, what have you. So it's nice to just relax. Access to 250 Steel Hall, a little closer magic right there. JT Quinn to 150 on the blue. But, you know, if we have a break that's rolled over, and like last night, I wasn't going to break last night. We did have one fill that rolled over, so we got it. We came in and got it ripped. Keep the paper and the non-paper separate. But please grab some players, friends. You just know how to pull the Rangers. That's right. All the Rangers. All right. Aaron Watson to 99, green grass. And JJ, nice one. Cardinals to 99, prized prospects auto. There you go, Cards. Nice hit. Johnsta, also one of the last teams taken. Nice hit, my friend. There you go. Any surprises with your vintage submission? No. I wish I had better news, man. It's on the way. It is on the way to you as we speak. Post office was closed today. Maybe it would have been delivered today. I don't know. So I wish I had better news. Vintage is really hard. Vintage is very, very hard. They are very, very strict on vintage. So even if it looks nice, you know. Ethan Hedges on the X-Fractor. Tate South the Scene. Good hit, Braves. HCH. Protein Power Bar. Not now. I'm in the zone. Green paper, Thomas White to 99. Those were your father-in-law's childhood cards. Nice. More about, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And that's what we always recommend, right? A lot of people ask, like, well, what do I grade? Should I grade this? Should I grade that? Our response is always, there's a couple of different options here, right? Number one, are you going for profit? Do you want to get a 10 and sell it for more than it's currently worth? If so, then, you know, we kind of can give recommendations on what to send, what not to send, you know, what to look for. Is it just to get encased? Do whatever you want, right? Does it have a story behind it? You know, is it, like you said, a piece of your childhood, a piece of a relative's childhood, whatever, right? Do whatever you want. When it's your PC and your collection, anything goes, right? Caleb Bonnemer on the mini diamond, and that's another thing too. Is like, oh, this is like, I was wondering, it was kind of curved. Look at this. Holy cow! I don't know if let's see. Like, look at that. The whole back got like scrunched. That's awful. That's awful. But just a heads up there, that did not happen during shipping. It happened during card, because the front's fine. So the back of the sheet, when they glued them, probably got squished. And then same thing with, like, should I grade SGC, whatever, Ryan Weedman on the blue, sky blue. And blue auto, Justin Lampkin. It's a 150 on the true blue color match there for the Royals. There you go. 3 decent autos to start us off. But it's like, should I grade SGC? Should I grade Tag? Should I grade Beckett? Whatever. Our recommendation is always PSA. Specifically, too, if you're trying to flip, right? If you're trying to flip, it's PSA. Because the issue is, it's not that your other grading companies aren't going to gain value. It's that if you get a Tag 10 or an SGC 10, it's just not worth what a PSA 10 is. So if it's clean and if it's got a chance to 10, you go PSA. Now, if it's for your PC, do whatever you want, right? That's what we say. We got a guy that is a big one-piece collector. He's been collecting One Piece for a long time, not just, you know, since it started kind of thing. He's a huge fan of the show, so it's not about, you know, the market pop for him. And he really, really wants to send a Tag. But he's kind of debating it because of the value, right? A Tag 10 just doesn't do what a PSA 10 does. And right, I really like Tag. I think their concept is great. They probably have the most accurate grading out of anybody. You get a QR code on every card you can scan and see exactly what's wrong with it, with up close imaging. Like, it's great. But it just doesn't sell for what a PSA 10 does. But I tell them, like, dude, it's your PC. If you really like Tag and you want to go Tag, do it. At that point, it doesn't matter what the value is, because it's yours. It's your collection. And the only time it comes into play is, like, if you do want to sell, if you come into some hard times and you really need to trim your collection, whatever, you know, then it can matter. But also, if that's, let's say, 10 years from now, who knows what the market's going to look like in 10 years, right? If you ask me, you know, we had the COVID pop, I figured the market would have cooled off, right? And, you know, it kind of was on the downcline and then it went back up. And I didn't really see that coming. I was like, eventually it's just going to cool and we're going to kind of level out. Well, we did cool and level out. Now we kind of went back up again. So the hobby is strong. The hobby is strong. Is this a numbered version? Nope, just a base. The hobby is alive. Dax, nice X-Fractor there. And blue paper, JT Quinn out of 150. That was in a weird spot. Kind of not where it's supposed to be. Axis Gold out of 50. Nice one, Brew Crew. Jesus Made. Easton Carmichael purple to 250. And no auto over here. All right, let's hope the auto's in a different slot. We did not get an auto here. That was a weird. There was some stuff in weird places too. So hopefully we're not missing an auto. Sometimes they just get shifted to the other stack. Colin Yeeman. Base auto. Orioles. Dead and O's fan. You were here pre-COVID? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, oh, you're talking about like with us? Yeah, because we started just before COVID. We started breaking. Sports specifically. I was doing TCGs right before that. Murph Gray, Sky Blue, nice Steel Hall speckle. Sean Gamble, nice hit Royals, numbered out of 71. Speckle Ink Royals, good starts. There you go, Fubar. Good to see you. It's a pretty solid hit right there. And auto number 3. Maybe we had all 3 autos in this stack. J.D. Thompson, Brew Crew. Chuck Silver. Go Chuck. Yeah, grading is, you know, and we do a lot of it, right? We're a shop. We're an authorized PSA dealer. By the way, speaking of, if you do want to grade with us, friends, at the top of every single break on the app, all of them, there's a link, a form to fill out for PSA and for eBay if you'd like to sell any of your cards with us. Really, really useful on release day, right? You get that high market price, first to market type thing. So you get some hits, you want to sell them, release day's the really good time to do that. Brody Brecht out of 35. I can't remember what, is this just an image variation? I can't remember what this is. Why are these out of 35? I have no idea. Anybody know? Is this this has got to be an image variation, right? Because it doesn't have his first logo. So they numbered all the image variations this year. Is that what I'm thinking? It's pretty nice. There you go, Rockies. Maloney. To $4.99, Dean Curley. But we do offer grading services. We grade a lot through the shop. Get a lot of questions about grading in the shop as well. So we've seen it all. We've seen it all. All right, so all 3 autos are in the same stack. Yeah, see, there's the... Oh, no. So why is that out of 35? I'm so confused. Like, it looks like just a regular refractor. I know it's an error. I'm going to look at the checklist and see. Unless they forgot a color. What in the world the out of 35 parallel is supposed to be? All right. Parallels. Where are you? Base set. Base set chrome. Bowman logo fractor. So they forgot the Bowman logo. Whoops. Whoops. That's supposed to be a Bowman logo fractor, friends. Wow. Whoopsies. That's terrible. That's such a bad miss. I mean, it's literally a refractor stamped out of 35. I don't even want that on the showcase anymore. That's wow. Incredible. Get more for it up there than I will here in Texas. And Edgar and James. Yeah, nice. I'll definitely buy it off you. That's a good one for here. I can buy it off you. What product is it? Is it like an old product, or like they put it in something new? I know he was in Topps Chrome, 2024 Topps Chrome. We actually had we had the Superfractor at one point. I bought the Superfractor auto and sold it in the shop. Don't forget to check out the player break. Huge discounts over there, friends. I keep adding discounts. If you want to make some offers too, the new Topps Chrome, yeah. Yes, I had picked up the Superfractor at some point. Don't have it anymore, but that was fun to own for a little bit. Haven't owned too many Superfractors. Connor Essenberg at Braves to 125. On the Aqua Reptilian. Corby Dickerson, Sky Blue. And Miguel Semie Jr. for the Nationals. On the base auto to Jewish Dog. Gold paper, Luke Dickerson to 50 for the Nats. Mike Siriota, Sky Blue to 499. Gage Wood. That's an image variation. Gage Wood. You know, this is the first time they did image variations in Bowman Draft. It's pretty sick. I sent Phillies over to Mr. Kevin. Enrique Bradfield to 250 on the purple. Kane Kepley X-Fractor. It's like an auto got shifted again. Hopefully 2 in the stack that remains. And Antonio Jimenez, refractor auto to 499. Mets, Kevin. Quentin Young, base auto Twinkies. KM Shell. Is that Mr. Sheldon? What's the 19 in the middle mean? KM 19 Shell. All right, 3 down. Long way to go here. Box 4. All right, number 4, here we go. Cameron Nelson, Aqua Reptilian to 125. Willits Refractor. And Max Bellew, Base Auto Rockies. Maloney. X-Fractor Cameron Maldonado. Ooh. We've got Yandel Ricardo to 99. I think this is going to be ink. To 25. Orange. There's a leg. Looks like a hitter. Matthew Miura for the Cardinals on the True Orange Auto. Nice hit, Johnsta. There you go. Matthew Miura, True Orange Ink. Nice one. True Orange first Bowman Auto, always going to be great. Always going to be great. JoJo. JoJo to 499. Nice one. Blue Jays. Do have a few other breaks as well. Pristine Baseball. We've got Museum Collection Baseball. Full case of Prism Football. And 9 left in our Football Mega Mix. That was supposed to be a week ago for the big game. Unfortunately, we're kind of stuck. Been stuck at a handful remaining for a few days. We're so close. And Jefferson Rojas to 100 on the metal. Caleb Bonner, Sky Blue. Tyler Bremner. There you go, Angels. Super Saiyan. Nice hit. And that'll close out the first half of the case. 4 down, 4 to go. All right, here we go. Number 5. All right, box 5. Here we go. Mason Morris to 199. Jake Cook, Sky Blue. Man, this thing is sick. How about out of 10? Black X-Fractor, Eduardo Tait. That's a beautiful card. There you go, Mr. Shell. Tait to 10. Dax. Base ink, Dean Moss for the Rays. Base auto, Steel for the Reds. Nice hit. Out to Mr. Rob Moore. Go Rob. Second to last closer magic, right? Pair that with the Bremner. A little base auto showcase. CJ Gray, Sparkle. X-Fractor, Braden Montgomery. Blue Wave, Max Williams for the Marlins to 150. Cam Dub. Nice Marlins hit there on the Max. Xavier Nyans to 499. Nice sky blue paper. Three to go. Box 6. All right, number 6 of 8. Here we go. Need some of these big names to pop up now. purple ink, Joseph DeZerwa. Orioles Dead Nose to 250. Another Willits refractor. Green Grass, Franklin Arias to 99. Ike Irish, nice X-Fractor. And a blue Mason Peters, Mariners to 150. Ryan Mitchell, Sky Blue. Antonio Jimenez, second refractor ink to 499 Mets. Mr. Kevin. And stack 3. It's a 150 Mitch Voits on the draft mini diamonds. Walker Janik to 250. Auto number 3 going out to the Tigers. Jordan Yost. Base auto, Mr. Chuck. Kevin McGonigal to 499. Every single one of these cards has a dinged corner. All of them on this stack. It's like even the paper's got like, oh, we can see it. See that little near the top there to the left of the light? All that stuff on a lot of the paper too. 2 to go. All right, number 7. Just joining in, make sure you check out that player break. 5Case PYP has some hefty discounts. If we don't hit a super here, the super bounty is going to be massive. Check it out. Grab your spots, grab your players. That's going to remain open for as long as it takes to fill, all right? If it takes another week, so be it. Zach Root to 499. Cade and LSU variation, Cade Anderson. Wow, that was just tucked in with the refractors. Nice hit Mariners on the Short prints, college image variation. That's sick. Short grass. There you go. Very nice, along with the Cade base too. Or Cade refractor, I should say. LSU really pumps out some good players. X-Fractor, Jake Monroe. And green, Matthew Fisher, Phillies /99, and Joseph DeZerwa for the O's base auto. Nolan Schubart, base auto. Ike Irish. All 3 autos in this stack again. 3 base too. Ike. Orioles. Dead nose. Nice one. And Charles Davalan. That is the... What a box. That is the college variation black /10. Arkansas. That's who's the Royals, right? Charles Davalan, the Royals? Royals or Dodgers? Very nice. That's pretty awesome. Numbered out of 10 on that one. Caleb Wing /199. Three autos in this stack. Got the black variation. I didn't even know they made parallels of those. Plus the LSU variation for Cade. Yeah, Dodgers. I knew it was a blue team. So that's Jay Blanche. Nice hit on that out of 10 there. Liam Doyle, Sparkle. Ching Sen Ko, Sky Blue. And we're down, friends, to the last box magic. One remains. We need a big name here to close this out. Got some nice color tonight, but missing those top names on the autographs. Let's find one here, the last one. All right, need a big one. Superfractor, big name. Something. Let's go. Let's go. Close out strong here. Hernandez. Patrick Forbes, base ink. Purple, Jake Monroe, Angels to 250. Mr. Super Saiyan. Yohani Morales to 150 and third, Antonio Jimenez refractor. What a weird case. What a weird case. Mets with a 3. A triple Jimenez refractor. Got multiple image variations. Low dice to 499. Our cases in the player break have got to be incredible. Not a crazy good case here for some of the big names. Riley Kelly to 125, Aqua Wave. Luis Pena, Sky Blue. And a yellow Connor Essenberg to 75, Braves. Gold, Eduardo Quintero to 50 for the Dodgers, Thomas White, X-Fractor. That'll do, friends, for our next case of Bowman, and that means that Superfractor bounty is going up $4,600 in the player break. Go grab your players, heavy discounts. It's gonna pop at some point, all right? Look out for some Sapphire coming up as well. As soon as it arrives, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or not, but we are going to find out. Might drop one tomorrow evening if it isn't here yet to start pre-filling for Wednesday, I guess that would be. But seriously, grab your players, y'all. Some big discounts, some great deals there. Up to $300 off. I think Eli is $300 off. A couple other guys are $200 off. A lot of $100 off. $30, $40, $50 off. Great deals. Over $2,000 in discounts right now. Quick recap here. There's our top X-Fractors, Sparkles, Refractors. Some of the big names on Refractors there. Steel Hall, Sparkle, Dax, Kilby, X-Fractor. Sky Blues, Chrome, and to 499 paper. Kyle Lodice, Zach Roots, Ryan Mitchell, Xavier Nines, Jake Cook, JoJo Parker, Corbin Dickerson, Dean Curley, Murph Gray, Ryan Weedman. Out of 199 and 250, Caleb Wing, Walker Jenkins, Mason Morris, Enrique Bradfield, Easton Carmichael, and Axis Steel Hall. To 150 and 125, Yohani Morales, Riley Kelly, Mitch Voigt, Mason Peters, Cameron Nelson, Connor Essenberg, JT Quinn, and JT Quinn. To 99, Matthew Fisher, Franklin Arias. To 100, Jefferson Rojas, Yandel Ricardo, Thomas White, Aaron Watson. To 75, Connor Essenberg. And to 50, Luke Dickerson and Jesus Made Axis, along with the Eduardo Quintero there. Out of 35, it's supposed to be Bowman logo fractor, but it's missing the Bowman logos. Brody Brecht and Eduardo Tait out of 10. Black X-Fractor. I did not pull Rangers tonight. Not tonight, at least. Base autos, Patrick Forbes, Joseph DeZerwa, Nolan Schubart, Jordan Yost, Dean Moss, Max Bilyeu, Quentin Young, Miguel Sami, J.D. Thompson, Colin Yeeman. To 250, Jake Monroe and Joseph DeZerwa, and not one, not two, but three Antonio Jimenez refractors to 499. My word. The Mets there. On to the showcase, Max Williams, Blue Wave to 150 for the Marlins. Tate South the Scene, base auto Braves. Other top base autos, we got Steel Hall, Tyler Bremner, and Ike Irish. So some decent names there on the base front. Justin Lampkin to 150, True Blue. How about a Cade Anderson college variation there? Nice hit for the Mariners. And Gage Wood for the Phillies on the image variation. Prize Prospects, J.J. Weatherholt, 1099 on the insert auto. Charles Davilan on the college variation to 10 on the black. Nice one, Dodgers. Orange, Matthew Miura, True Orange, Cardinals to 25. And our big one with the Sean Gamble Sparkle to 71. Nice one, Royals. One of the top chases for those Royals. And there we go. Nice hits, friends. And that's going to do it for our next case of Bowman. Check out the player break. Check out the other breaks open on the app. Lots open, lots deals there. Lots of great deals there as well. Do appreciate everybody hanging out tonight, joining as always. Have yourselves a great rest of your night. We'll see you soon, and take care.